Hello everyone, thank you guys for tuning into another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about a potential leak, which is a Persona 4 remake. And what is very interesting about this is that the domain that was leaked was essentially the exact same leak that happened with Persona 3 Reload months before its initial announcement. The Persona 3 Reload domain was p3re.jp. That was registered in 2023, and then I think about 3 months later we got an official announcement for Persona 3 Reload. So as of, I believe it was earlier in the week, so between the 19th and the 20th of March, p4re.jp was registered a few hours ago. 2 years ago, p3re.jp was registered. 3 months later, Persona 3 Reload was revealed. Now, this is speculation at the moment, but it would make sense considering Atlus has already stated that they would like to bring more Persona remakes to market. I do remember them talking about Persona 1 and 2 and how that would happen, and that could potentially be more of a remaster. It is a bit odd considering Persona 4 Golden was released on the Vita, and then it was released on Steam, and then Persona 4 Golden got released on every modern platform. And I believe the Steam version did really well. I'm assuming the modern platform remasters did very well too. And Persona is kind of in its heyday right now. It's really doing incredibly well. It's making its way to the mainstream for sure. So I think there is a possibility of this happening. Now, the only thing that I'm curious about is really how that doesn't necessarily saturate the market, but it's really tricky when you have these really heavy-hitting titles coming one after another, especially these longer games. I feel like you'd kind of want to hold these a little closer and wait for the right time to release them. We literally just got Persona 3 Reload last year, and to think that a Persona 4 remake would come the next year and after we got Metaphor ReFantazio is a bit interesting. And I feel like maybe that this remake does exist, but it's possible we don't see it this year, or maybe we do see it this year. And then that leads me to believe Persona 6 is definitely not coming out this year. Maybe it gets announced this year, but other than that, that's all I can really think of. I mean, JRPGs don't really have the greatest of legs. Typically, they sell most of what they sell within that first few months on the market. So, it's very possible that Persona 3 Reload maybe did not cost Atlus as much as they planned on, and they were able to reuse assets for Persona 4 Remake. And yeah, maybe it's just the cost to get this into market wasn't as much, and they feel like it's something that fans definitely want. I mean, who doesn't want more Persona? I just find it a bit interesting how they could have a Persona 3 Reload literally a year ago and already have a Persona 4 remake potentially on the way getting announced. Very interesting to think. I mean, typically when stuff like this happens, there is reason to believe that it's very likely true. It would be very odd unless, the naming convention could be something different than Reload, of course, but it definitely seems to be something Persona 4 related. But we will have to wait and see. This is when we play the waiting game. So, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.